Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te aplacan, pero me prefieres a mí. Baby, me doy cuenta que te amo, que no sé lo que hago sin ti. Yo sé que unos cuantos te aplacan, pero me prefieres.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo out there with Baker. Then it's Kareem. Then there's Robertson. And it's Moncrief in at the 2 spot. Now here's Giannis. Pass to Baker. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
It's intercepted. And here's the break. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And even 3-on-3 break. Robertson left side. Count it.
And Giannis treating the defense like a magazine. Easy reading here for him.
1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. Young against Robertson. There's the pass to Nembhard. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Here's the Prodigy. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. The Prodigy's got his second bucket of the night.
And Trae Young playing floor general here. So good and so quick at finding the open man.
And it's denied. And they get it back. Young against Moncrief. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Durant finds Young. Here's the Prodigy. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The Prodigy's got 7 points in the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Robertson. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Baker. And Durant sends it back. Young from outside. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Cummings. Allen out there with Michael Redd. Then It's Johnson, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the Prodigy after the basket by Milwaukee. We've got 1:28 left here in the second.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's the Prodigy. 9 points in the game so far. Drains the three-pointer.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to a spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that one drops. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Unloads. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
A Prodigy shot is good.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 11-footer, that one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Great J from Antetokounmpo, really developing that part of his game.
A crossover. Young finds Wembanyama. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Got it up. That shot off. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their offense reminds us of our halftime show. Efficient, entertaining, and attractive.
Yeah.
I sort of see what you're checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. The lead in this. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Durant. Wembanyama's out there with the Prodigy. And it's Young, and it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. So it's Atlanta now. After the three-pointer from Oscar Robertson, pass to Nembhard. Here's the Prodigy, shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
In Atlanta again with the bucket.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Young against Moncrief. The pass to Robertson. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Doubled by Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Bounce pass on Antetokounmpo. Robertson passes to Baker. The shot by Robertson, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo to end the run. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Now here's Young. D right on him. He from Robertson. Cans it from downtown. Robertson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's at and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Baker out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Moncrief. And it's Giannis in at the small forward. Robertson outside. And it's good for 2.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Young way outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 14-point game. And he goes in for the dunk.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Robertson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Over to the left wing. Rasmussen drains it from beyond the arc. The Prodigy's got 5 points now this quarter.
They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 4. Fade away. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
The Hawks working the ball around. Young pass to KD. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Giannis outside. offside, Abdul-Jabbar. Robertson's shot is good.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And a deep three from Young. Missed. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,
BPM murderer. Bex, I know you ain't heard of her. She's a superstar on the Virgin. I stay working the work, she's working that.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Pass to Moncrief. Here's Cummings. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Young. Outside Durant. Back to Young. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Cummings. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Here's the prodigy. Yep, that one goes.
He's a potent. Mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
There's a screen. Here's Robertson. Pass to Cummings. Here's Moncrief. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Young, the pass to Wembanyama. No dice from the high post. And the Bucks with possession. Pass to Robertson. takes the three. On target from range. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Young. 4 seconds left. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Pittsburgh. First team foul. At the line for
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves at the buzzer! Wow! Oh, taking this arena's breath away. That's a crazy shot at the buzzer. Oh, my.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead. Up 4, and we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And when you consider how the Bucks are doing, guys, your thoughts?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
They've got Victor Wembanyama, Trae Young out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
Pass to the prodigy. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that. And the Bucks with the possession here. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Allen a screen. Allen on the wing. The 3-ball. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's the prodigy. Covered by Johnson. Wembanyama. An open look for Durant. Gets an open look and hits it.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Johnson a screen on Young. Takes a step back. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baker, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Again, the Bucks, good for 2.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 9. Outside Durant. Lets the 3 fly. And the Hawks with another 3.
One of the purest shooters we've ever seen. Durant doesn't need time to get set up.
To the inside, Baker. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Baker's got his first bucket in this one.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Bucks ahead, up 8, and don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome in, everybody. Game 2, and it's looking pretty good right now for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, you see they've caught fire with their shooting, and a big part of that is his shot selection, getting the right guys in the right spots. You've done your job then.
Yeah, they're beating up that defense, moving them around, having them look like scrambled eggs with cheese and waffles.
Making me hungry.
Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. That does it for halftime.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
That may be just the beginning. He might try to carry this team across the finish line himself.
On the court right now for the Bucks. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Milwaukee scoring. Again.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's the prodigy. Antetokounmpo covering. The kick to Durant. Launches a 3. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Every team in the league wishes they had a guy named Kevin Durant.
Over to the wing. And he makes it on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points this quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
The lob. Very well done.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Robertson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's the prodigy. Antetokounmpo covering. The 3 from Wembanyama. Sends it home from three-point land. Wembanyama's got 9 points.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Cummings. Fires top of the key. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Nembhard. To the left side wing. 3-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nembhard's gotten his second bucket.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. And he can't hit the second. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call.
The previous play is the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. They've got Kevin Durant. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Robertson's shot is off.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Here's the prodigy. Another one falls for Atlanta.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Moncrief. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. And Milwaukee leads by 4.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Here's the prodigy. Antetokounmpo covering. Here's Nembhard. Yes! And that one brings them within 1.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Durant, count it!
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to the team. He was direct with his message, saying, quote, "This is the playoffs. Leave it all out there on the floor. It's winning time. Finish it." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Holiday's checked in for Trae Young. seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Robertson. And now we've got an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. There's the triple. Oh, bangs home the 3. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Here's the prodigy. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Young. We've got Trae Young, Wembanyama out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. Here's Young, and it's in.
Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 2. There's 48 seconds left in overtime. Antetokounmpo with it. Pass to Robertson. Here's Moncrief, guarded by Young. 19-footer. He connects! And tie game! Huge basket right there. And
for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Here's the prodigy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Timeout call. Milwaukee. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left in the first overtime period. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Tight defense on him. Here's Robertson. Oh my! What a shot!
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're trailing by 1. There's 21 seconds left to play in overtime. All right, guys, what do you think?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
The prodigy passes to Young. Here's the prodigy. The kick out to Young. Fires the 3 and buries it from deep.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. Now let's check our New Balance Player of the Game.